Hi, back for part two. Okay, breathing techniques that are important when you're recording. For a singer, the instrument is obviously their body. Our emotions can affect the way that our breathing mechanism works. For example, when we are scared, our stomachs can tighten up and our shoulders come in. This effectively is scrunching our body together, creating the worst posture for singing. It stops air flowing easily. Good breathing techniques can make a difference to your vocal quality and can help with your nerves. When you're recording, it is easy to get nervous and let this pressure get the better of you. Below, I'm going to explain some good breathing techniques, especially when you're in a recording kind of setting. So first, breathe deeply and utilise your lower lungs to their full capacity. This is kind of what I mentioned earlier with the diaphragm breathing. Make sure you flatten your diaphragm so you can have really full expansion of your lungs. Okay, so inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. I am not very good at doing this. I naturally breathe through my mouth, so it's something I have to actively tell myself that you need to breathe in through your nose. Keep your shoulders still and relaxed when you breathe in. I think people have a tendency often to lift their shoulders, and you actually need to keep open, keep nice and elongated. Reduce tension in your upper body. This tension prevents you from producing good vocals. So yeah, it's really important to be relaxed, but also remain, your core stood in the right place and good posture. And people, when they're hitting high notes, tend to have a tendency to really scrunch up these muscles here, and you can see them popping out of their neck. It's important to, when you're trying to not strain your voice, it's really important just to keep them relaxed, stay sort of loose and flowy. So poor breathing techniques produce big gulpy breaths, which do not sound professional. Luckily, in post-production, you can edit loud breaths out of your track. However, I feel this should be a stylistic choice to do, not a necessary thing to do, because your breaths overpower the track. Because sometimes it's quite nice hearing breathing. Okay, so now to do with warming up your voice when you're about to do a recording session. When we're recording, we spend days at a time singing and doing multiple takes, and this can be very wearing on our voice. So it's really important to warm up. It's important to stretch and relax our vocal muscles before we sing, in the same way we would before physical exercise. A gentle warm-up loosens the vocal muscles, removes excess mucus, and reduces the risk of injury. A good way to ease your voice into a warm-up without straining is to do lip trills. Lip trills help loosen your throat, jaw and tongue and vocal cords. Okay, so a bit embarrassing, but this is what you do for a lip trill. You literally just like roll your lip like, and you can sing melodies while lip trilling, and it just really warms you up without straining initially. It's like a nice easing you in to a warm-up. And then after lip trills, I personally sing some scales and arpeggios up to the octave, and then down again, going up a semitone each time. I like to do this 5 times for the different vowels, so I'd be like, ah, or a, e. You get it, all the vowels going through. And I feel by the time I've done that up and down and done the arpeggios for each scale, the da 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 da, I feel I'm normally ready enough to sing. Yeah, because when your voice is warmed up, it allows you to reach a wider vocal range and your tone will sound a lot better, and good tone for recording is the most important thing. People tell me I sound a bit like Tori Amos. I mean, I think she sounds a lot better than me, but I only recently started listening to her, and I read this article about a vocal recording tip. She chews on cinnamon gum, and she does this to keep her mouth lubricated when she's doing a long recording session. Keeping moisture in your mouth is really important so your vocal cords don't dry out. However, she needs to take the gum out when she actually records, because the chewing sound and the gum can be heard present in the mic, and obviously that's not a very attractive sound. So yeah, generally keeping hydrated and keeping nice and moisturised is really important. So